Todd, we got a pretty nice new weapon we're going to be talking about out here today. We got this POF 308. I guess your first thoughts about this thing, what do you think about this POF 308?
Tell you what, Paul, the thing is beautiful. Everything on it looks billet, it looks robust. The whole thing is Cerakoted. They spared no expense on this thing for sure. It's an impressive looking piece.
This thing was decked out, you know, 8.5 pound empty. It's not the lightest weapon in the world, but it is a 308. Needs to have a little bit of meat to it. Some things that impressed me about it was the fluted barrel. Match grade barrel on this thing. The trigger, it's a real crisp trigger. They claim it's a 4.5 pound trigger. We are going to test that and check that out. But what's your knowledge of the POF rifle?
My knowledge of it, Paul, several years ago we were at the Louisiana Tactical Peace Officers Conference, and a representative from POF was there with several rifles that we got a chance to shoot, and he talked to them. And to me, one of the most impressive things that I saw him do, he asked if anybody had a knife. One of the guys pulled out a big heavy duty folder. I don't know if it was a Strider or a ZT or something like that, but it was a big heavy duty folder. And the guy took the barrel and just started going after it.
Nice.
And it didn't put a scratch on it.
Okay.
And so we were pretty impressed. We got a chance to shoot. I've never shot their 308 rifle.
Okay.
But we did get a chance to shoot several versions of their 5.56 rifle with the short entry barrel out to the 20-inch barrels. And really nice pieces of equipment. They're on the pricey side.
Yeah.
You know, they're an expensive rifle, but obviously you get what you pay for. I mean, if you look at the thing, it's coming with Veltor stocks and just pretty much loaded out, Cerakoted and all this kind of stuff. It's got a match grade barrel on it. Just nice stuff.
There are some small things on this gun that I guess internally that I guess the average shopper is not going to know why sometimes that price is elevated a little bit. I know 100% of their raw materials are made in the United States. All the small components and parts are all U.S. made from U.S. steel mills and manufacturing plants. Also, they put a lot more work into their barrels. It's not just a standard chrome line barrel. In fact, it is not a chrome line barrel. A lot more work goes into this rifle, and it's things that, yeah, you may look at it and say it's a nice looking gun, why does it cost so much? But it's not the looks that makes it cost so much. It's the way this thing functions, the way it's put together, and what it's made of that it's put together that makes this thing cost a little bit more. So the price point is a little bit higher. Price point on this weapon is probably about $3,300. That's probably going to be out of some people's range, but at the same time, you're getting a quality gun. You're not going to be rebarreling this thing. It's just, there's a lot to this that you just can't see by looking at it. But I think the real fun part is going to be getting it out here and actually cranking some shots off. What do you think?
Absolutely.
We decided to take this POF P308 for a little ride. Time for Todd to run with this thing. Enough of that. With a passing grade on the running gun, it was time to line this rifle out with what it was designed to do, a little bit of precision shooting. And we were going to do so from a not so typical shooting location. Todd scurried up the rappel tower for what's probably a little bit more of a challenging angle to shoot at, but most likely a more realistic shot in terms of a sniper type shot. With the rifle resting on the rope barricade and the tower itself having a little bit of a movement due to the wind outside, this could be somewhat of a challenging shot from about 130 yards out and up in the sky. I think Todd's going to be really happy with this. All right, Todd, you had a chance to run the POF 308. Tell us what you thought about it.
Tell you what, Paul, it's nice. I enjoyed shooting it. Shoots well, handles well. Take a little time to get used to the trigger. A couple of times there, I was shooting it like I would a standard AR and wasn't quite ready for it to go off, and that smooth trigger kind of surprised me. But it handles nice. We didn't really run it like it was designed to be run as a precision rifle, but we still achieved pretty good accuracy. Just shooting offhand. The rifle's definitely capable of more than what I am. I enjoyed shooting it.
How about the recoil with that piston-driven system? What did you think of that?
You know what? It didn't feel to me any more significant in the shoulder than a 5.56 rifle. A little bit more muzzle jump, but nothing in the shoulder that we felt. It handled it really well. Of course, it's a fairly heavy rifle at about 9 pounds, but it handles the recoil very well.
At nearly 9 pounds, this thing is not exactly the most agile weapon in the world, but it was not designed to be so. With a price point of about $3,300, this is not your average varmint gun. If you're looking to pluck the eyeballs out of a couple of coyotes out in the field, this is probably not the rifle that you want to beg mama for. Anyone into precision shooting that wants to hit what they're shooting at, this might be something you consider in comparison to some of the precision rifles on the market today and what they're asking for those. This POF P308 earned our respect and got our vote. And not that you needed a reminder, but this POF will always remind you of who you're fighting for.